Is Christianity dying? Stay tuned. Now, when answering a question like this, I want to ask you what your perception of Christianity is, or what is your experience of church, because that actually might influence how you answer this question. Is your perception of church going into an old building, listening to old hymns, being played on an old organ? Perhaps you felt really unwelcome when you walked in there, or even worse, judged. If this is your experience of Christianity, then you might be right. Let me rewind 11 years when I first became a follower of Jesus. When I read the Gospels, I was so amazed because Jesus walked in love, he walked in compassion, and he had such power and wisdom. And then when I went to church, I was disappointed because I thought, where is the Christianity that I've been reading about? Because actually, when we look at the book of Acts, we see such love, such compassion, such unity, such power in the church. Let me just read from the book of Acts in chapter 2. It says, they devoted themselves to the apostles' teaching and to fellowship, to the breaking of bread and to prayer. Everyone was filled with awe at the many wonders and signs performed by the apostles. All the believers were together and had everything in common. They sold property and possessions to give to anyone who had need. Every day they continued to meet together in the temple courts. They broke bread in their homes and ate together with glad and sincere hearts, praising God and enjoying the favor of all the people. And the Lord added to their number daily those who were being saved. See, this is the Christianity that I follow. So when reading this, I decided that my perception of church is going to be from what I read, not what I experience. And because I have faith in Jesus and because I believe his word, I am going to be church. To all the people that I meet, to all the people that I see, Lord, I want to love. Lord, I want to have compassion. Lord, I want to see the power for healing and wholeness in people's lives. I want to see my community transformed. So if you can't see any goodness in Christianity, I want you to get your eyes on Jesus. I want you to read the book of Acts and see how wonderful Christianity could be. Now, I just wanted to mention about COVID-19 because last year many churches were inward facing, and actually this pandemic has really encouraged churches to be more outward facing. And I think the church has really stepped up to the mark because now people are going out feeding the hungry, looking out for the poor, building relationships, helping families and individuals in our community, which is absolutely amazing. Not only that, the Lord has given all the churches a technological upgrade. As you can see on Facebook and YouTube and other social media platforms, the church is really out there preaching the gospel, showing people what Christianity is all about, life in the Spirit. Now, I was listening to a popular Christian song on YouTube and I was scrolling through the comments and I was absolutely blown away by how God is at work in the midst. Let me just read some of them here. I've grown up in a Buddhist family and I'm the only one in my family who gave my life to Christ. I'm 18 and I got saved during quarantine 9 months ago. Please pray that my family will come to Christ and they will accept me as a Christian too. Here's another one. I'm 12. I might be young, but you're never too young to love God. I love that. Here's another one. Jesus saved me when I was 14. I was born into a Hindu family and raised Hindu. We were worshipping idols with no real God behind it. I felt so lost. Now I am a Christian on fire for the Lord. And it just goes on and on and on. I was totally blown away by what I read because you realize that God is still working in the midst because people are falling in love with Christ. Remember, Christianity is about our faith in the person of Jesus Christ, the Son of God, who came and gave his life for us so that we could be connected back to Father God. Church is the outflow of that because we want to be with his children. We want to be with our brothers. We want to be with our sisters to serve him together in unity. So if you think Christianity is dying, you're actually wrong. Because the same God who was at work in the apostles, in the early church, who loved, who had compassion, who saw the power of God in their midst, so much so that they turned the world upside down. That same God is at work in his church today. And my exhortation to you is have your eyes upon Jesus. Read the Gospels, read about him, read about the early church, and you go make a difference difference in your local church and reach out with love and compassion and see the power of God that can change the world in your life and others. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. Remember to preach the word in season and out of season. And I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.